GM everyone, welcome in to the week 6 last minute fantasy football questions. We're going to do what we always do. We are going to run some sims. We're going to set our DraftKings lineups. We're going to set our FanDuel lineups. We're going to make sure that Michael Carter is not starting for us in any of our leagues. I actually think there are some leagues where I've got to get Michael Carter out of there. So let's have a day.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King Summer.
All right, GM everyone, how are we doing on this beautiful fall Sunday morning? I hope that you guys did not submit yourselves to the first half of Broncos Jets, one of the worst games of the year. I'd say right now I've got it's got to be Jennings over Bourne. My opinion would be Jennings over Bourne. It just feels like Kendrick Bourne certainly is who he is. And Kendrick Bourne did a really good job last week, being Kendrick Bourne and digging deep and helping the team win the game. But Jennings is the guy. I mean, Jennings has been on the team. Kyle Shanahan's been with this guy for 5 years, bro. GM Minetto, Gene T, Dolphins D, or Dowdle Rams D for FanDuel GPP. Give me Genty. I would say Genty is probably the number one guy that I'm going to be taking a stand on relative to the field today. I really like Ashton Genty today. GM, Bobby Boom became a YouTube member. I did do something different today. And if it doesn't work and no one watches and we got to change it, maybe we will. But the YouTube chat for the video today is members only. So you could still watch, you could still hang out, not being a member, but this stream on Sunday mornings has not done anything in terms of adding subscribers to the channel, which is like, I'm happy to sit here and hang out with you guys regardless. But, I'm having a child in 3 weeks. So time to try and monetize my time a little bit better. Just use the time in a constructive way. Yes, and this is the first stream since reaching 10,000 YouTube subscribers. We did it, boys. Yes. Oh, I actually don't. So I was just messing around. This is not my cash game team. This is the team that I have saved for DraftKings cash. Olave and Michael Mayer. This is the team I have saved right now. God, KLS is going to get to play today. Yes, Quentin Johnston probably not going to play. So I do believe that we are going to see Keandre Lambert-Smith play today for our best ball teams. Yes, Minetto. Anyone who subscribes on twitch.tv/DavisMattic, which I believe I've got the chat over on Twitch also set to sub only. So, you guys can feel free to hop over to twitch.tv/DavisMattic, use your Amazon Prime, sub for free over there. And we can, we can keep it moving. Lightning 10003 also became a YouTube member. There you go, guys. I made like $9 today from switching it to members only. Javonte JSN versus CMC Keenan is my 2v2. The CMC Keenan is nice, but man, I tell you what, doesn't it seem terrifying to fade Jackson Smith and Jigba right now? Hold on. My mouse is dying, so I need to change my screen here just a smidgen. Peter O'Neill became a member. We're fucking killing it today, boys. Can we get a KLS rush attempt? I think we could probably get a KLS rush attempt. Don't you guys? A little KLS end around. GM, Tony D, my man. C Money gifted a Davis Matic membership. God, this was a good. I should have done this. I should have done this months ago. I should have made the chat members only. FC Huey, today is going to be a good day. Huey, I saw you in some of my BR rooms this weekend. There, GM gifted 5 minutes. Oh, we're having a great day, man. It's already a great day. Can't complain. All right. I need to adjust things around on my desktop a little bit so I can do this. I wouldn't have paid a sub for a sub 10K channel. Let's go. Bang, bang. All right. Andrew says, I have an urge to play an absolutely disgusting 2 stack in tournaments. You know what? That's a good place for us to start. Let's go over to runthesims.com. Select the right slate. And let's click the old Sim Runner Pro and see what they've got for us. It is C Money. It is the music that does it. Is the mic going underwater real bad today? Because it's a StreamYard issue, not a my microphone issue. Is Tez Johnson a viable punt play on FanDuel? Well, let's find out. Tez Johnson on FanDuel is 4,200. I mean, I guess what you have to ask yourself, Kyle, is can Tez Johnson score a touchdown? Because 4 for 42 is not going to get it done. So you have to think that Tez Johnson can score a touchdown today. How am I feeling about the Titans wide receivers? Honestly, I actually think Ridley is probably pretty strong today. I think that Ridley will be super low owned. And Ridley, I mean, he just looked bona fide good last week. I was probably a little bit too quick to bury Ridley, who is playing through injury. I think you could definitely do some Ridley on DraftKings. Probably wouldn't play him on FanDuel because the touchdown expectation is so low. All right, let's look at some of these top ROI lineups here. Mac Jones, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, Ladd and Keenan, with Michael Pittman Jr., Tyler Warren, Juwan Jennings in the Chase Brown. I'm definitely not doing any of that. No Chase Brown. Can we see the top sims from the highest optimal quarterback? You sure can, Bobby. So let's go. Optimal results. Highest optimal rate quarterback of the slate is Jordan Love. That feels about right to me. All right, so we'll go Jordan Love. Go include all. Highest optimal rate Jordan Love lineup. Jordan Love, Rashad White, Javonte Williams, Cooper Kupp, and JSN. Kendrick Bourne, Tucker Kraft, Romeo Doubs, and the Packers defense. That one I would not play. That's too out there for me. My field settings are probably a little bit off. Wow, Mr. Bobby Ray-Bans himself gifting 5 memberships to the channel. I salute you, Bobby. Hope you're having a great day cutting hair out there. This next lineup looks a lot better to me. Love, Kyron, Javonte, Pickens, Malik Washington, Diggs, Cotton, McCaffrey in the Saints defense. This one looks really good right here. Love, Taylor, McCaffrey, JSN, Jerry Jeudy, Matthew Golden, Gunnar Helm, Tucker Kraft, and the New Orleans Saints defense. They do feel pretty out there. Let me check the settings that I ran. Yeah, okay. So I have I've got some weird settings in here. So let's do size of contest field. I want big spy sized 3K. Let's do standard. This should be a little bit less weird doing it this way. Or maybe not. Maybe, because I know there's a couple whacked out things that they probably are still fixing. They're probably fixing Arizona backfield stuff, and there's probably some ownership stuff that will get reran in like 15 minutes or whatever, where things might look a little bit different. Can't say that for certain, but I would think that would probably be likely. Justin Fields is probably going to be benched though, which is not great. Yeah, I'm starting Justin Fields in like multiple high stakes fantasy leagues this week. So I'm very much hoping that he does not get benched in this game. Is there even a viable pivot for cash compared to your current lineup? It feels like the most optimal, and I don't even use Sims. You know what? There actually is, and let me show you what it is. So there's a couple. Ooh, starting Bam Knight over Trey Tucker. Bam Knight could be okay, brother. Bam Knight could be totally fine this morning, I think. So the pivot is this right here. You got Drake May. You got Hunter Long. I think there was a 4,900. Yeah. So it'd be like this. Something like this. Drake May, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Juwan Jennings, JSN, Puka Nacua, Hunter Long, Rashad White. There's a couple small pivots. Have Michael Carter over Chase Brown. Whew. Michael Carter over. I think I probably go Chase Brown there. And Michael Carter could legitimately not get a touch today. If Bam Knight is starting, there's a world where Michael Carter like straight up does not play. I don't think it's the most likely one, but it's definitely possible. Baker or Jordan Love? Definitely Jordan Love. Jordan Love is the man today. Okay. These already look a little bit less out there. The EVs look much more normal. So like the top lineup is Jordan Love, Kyren Williams, Rashad White, Ladd, JSN, Tet, Kraft, Dontavian Wicks, and the Indianapolis Colts. So I just needed to do the settings right. These already look a lot better to me. Although it looks like there's a decent amount of like tight end and the flex type stuff, which I don't love. Oof, Bam or Haskins. You know what? I'm going Haskins. Lightning. He just feels more likely to me to grab a touchdown. Juwan Johnson, Taysom, or Mayer. I got Mayer. I like this spot for Michael Mayer. I think we're in a good spot with Michael Mayer. Oh, all right. You know what? Who is the no mojo chalk of the week? That is a very interesting question. Let's go. Let me just go over the classic slate opto and sort by ownership. Ooh, that's weird. Logged me out. Yeah. Okay. They are running stuff. Is there a way for me to sort by projected ownership? Yes. No. Oh, I mean, Nez, this is the easiest one of all time. It's Chris Olave. Easily Chris Olave. Come on, man. Chris Olave at 5,100. What is Shaheed's ownership? So right now we have Olave for 20.5 roughly, and Rashid Shaheed is 3.9%. Never the easiest of my life. It's literally insanely straightforward. It's Chris Olave. I got Bam over Kendre. If Bam Knight is really gonna start, you can expect like 12 points from him. Kyren is a top play for me. Kyren is one of my favorite plays of the slate. today. Exactly. Yeah. You play Olave and Cash, and then you take the same lineup into tournaments, and then you play Rashid Shaheed. Straightforward stuff. Personally loving to see that. Okay. I need to make sure that I'm not, because I think I am starting Michael Carter in multiple leagues. So I need to make sure that that's not the case. All right. This team is Josh Allen, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Chris Olave, Devonta, Shakir, Fannin, Jennings. We have Hollywood, who we could start. No, we don't need to. We're good there. This team is starting Geno over... Okay, Purdy's hurt. Geno, Barkley, Cook, JSN, Tet, Jennings, Trey McBride, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Indianapolis Colts defense. Michael Carter's on the bench. This team is starting Michael Carter. So we have to decide, do we want to do Michael Carter? Do we want to do Luther Burden? Do we want to do Dontavian Wicks? Or do we want to do Keon Coleman? That really feels like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Which of those guys do you think is most likely to get a touchdown? Michael Carter, Dontavian Wicks, Luther Burden, or Keon Coleman? This is actually a very important game for us as well, because we are third in the league. Wow, the 4th and the 9th overall teams in the contest are there. Stats, live scoring. Let's see can we pick up any information in terms of what we're going against? JT Keenan or CMC Ladd. I don't have either of those combos, but I like CMC Ladd better. Keon does feel a little due. You guys are saying Keon. All right, let's go Drake. Okay, we are against Drake May, Judkins, ETN, Bond, Ridley, Bourne, Waller, David Monk. Okay, so this is kind of an easy matchup for us, actually. And we already got a 31 ball, but Fields is playing right now. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're starting Fields, but we also got 31 from Scattaboo. So we don't need to make up that many points. Right? But we do definitely need to make up some points. Like I don't think we can start Carter here. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking Keon. I mean, it's like basically all the same, but I am thinking Keon. All right, there we go. He's in. GM Kegro. I hope you're having a great Sunday morning. I'm almost out of coffee. I might have to go upstairs and get another cup. It's one of those mornings. Too many Cardinals in one. Yeah, okay. You're making a good point. What's happening in the London game? Oh God, dude, and I'm starting Garrett Wilson in multiple leagues right now. Not great. All right, let's go back over to run the Sims Sim Runner. All right, I got my mouse up to 10%. I do need to remind myself when I go upstairs to go watch the games to plug my mouse in. My favorite wide receiver to stack with Jordan Love is Matthew Golden. This is the Matthew Golden breakout slate, Kyle. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get there. All right. Classic DraftKings main settings. I want 3,000 lineups. I want the size of my field. We're gonna do 3K. I want it to run 3,000 sims. And I want to click Sim Runner and let it sit there. Oh, Drake May is definitely viable. Yeah, Drake May is a really good play today. Wilson. Ooh, Garrett Wilson sidelines, no helmet after medical tent. That's a fucking nightmare. My team in the NFC league we're in, where you're third, has a sick bench. You might get some some screenshot equity from that. You can't beat screenshot equity. Okay, I also need to check my FFPC teams. You know what? You know who's on the bench for us in this team? Tyrod Taylor. Yes, I do think this could be Jacoby Myers or Jacoby Brissett, but I think they're both too thin for cash. Okay, let's go. Team. Hurts, JT. Oh, starting Michael Carter here too. Except on this team, I think I have to start Michael Carter. I can't start Justice Hill. I just have to start Michael Carter on this team. Jalen Hurts, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Carter, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Mark Andrews, George Pickens, DJ Moore. I'm going Xavier Worthy over DJ Moore. Leaving Olave on the bench. You know what? And I'm doing Tongas over Mark Andrews as well. We got the Green Bay defense. We got Bucker. We got Worthy. It's as good as it's going to get there. Already down a 49-point hole against... Oh, this guy started Scatterboot in his flex. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor is going to be the super flex skeleton key. All right, we got K. Okay, we're starting. Fuck. Why? How did I end up with so much Michael Carter? I don't think I've ever won so many bids on a guy before. All right, let's swap Carter with Haskins. Jonathan Taylor, Hassan Haskins, Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, it feels like Dontavian Wicks. I guess let me message these guys on Slack. We really need CeeDee Lamb to come back. Ooh. Oh, no, we can start Jacoby Brissett. Never mind. Shout out to Drew Dinkmeyer. Never mind. We won Brissett. Shout out to Dinkpiece. That's what it's like co-managing a team with Drew Dinkmeyer. A full PPR start 3. Igbuka for sure. Tet for sure. And Tom, I would just wait tonight and see if you get an update on Debo, but I would lean Worthy there. All right, we've got that team set. Here is Alchemy, and it's all play week on FFPC, by the way. Okay, this team is Jalen Hurts, Chase Brown, Rashad White, JSN, Devonta, Ferguson, fucking Jacoby Myers. God. I really want to start Jake. I really want to start Jake Tongas over Jacoby Myers. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Come on. Jacoby Myers, Davis, enough already. That team looks good, and that team has a really good record, 4-1. Showgirl, Stafford, who we had to win off of waivers. Enough already. I know, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Stafford, Henry, Harvey, who's currently PPR scamming right now. I hope he PPR scams his way to a touchdown. Although it looks like there was just a quick 3-and-out for the Broncos. Harvey got his first rush attempt of the game. All right, we've got Jacoby in right now. Stafford, Henry, Harvey, Adams, Shaheed, Ferguson. We definitely need Ridley over Flowers. Need to message my friends. To Chris, Ridley or Flowers is banged up, not playing full snaps per report. I think we go Meyer or Ridley there. Flournoy over Bourne. No, I'd still go Bourne. Yes, the Harvey receiving stuff. Harvey receiving stuff was very nice for us this morning. Did pick up a nice little early winner in the Sloppy Central Discord. There you go. Another reason to become a YouTube member. There are as many ways to spell Jacoby as there are to spell Jalen, apparently. FanDuel Cash, by the way. I need to make sure this is set. I really just want to play Lad. Nate, I believe Nate has the same thing I have right now. I believe Nate has this team right here. Trevor Lawrence, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Puka Nacua, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Olave, Michael Mayer, Rashad White, and the Dolphins defense. Let's go. You know what? I've got a boost to use. Actually, I need to save the boost for I need to save the boost for the Shipcast. Is there anything I can use? No, but let's cook one up for the main slate. GM Julio, hope you're having a great day walking the dog. Yes, there is still, by the way, I've already maxed BR, but it looks like there's some spots left in the main BR, spots left in the cover 4, spots left in quite a bit of, and let me make sure I've got all these. Deposit Kingdom maxed. Victory Formation done. Extra Point done. Cover 4 done. Okay, yeah. But looks like there's some spots left in there. Yeah, so I agree. I like CMC more, but the 2v2s are not great. It's to me it would be Tet CMC versus Puka Rashad White. Keenan, yeah, you can do Keenan as well. Yeah, I think it's reasonable, obviously, to go CMC there. I can really see it. I can really see it going either way. Yes, this is the cash shell right now. Oh, Javonte is probably the easiest guy to click. You just gotta let it go, man. Javonte is back, brother. You don't have to like it, but you know, it is the case. I actually think I might play Meyer on FanDuel. I think I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save Michael Mayer. Sorry. I'm gonna do Josh Jacobs. I'm gonna do Lad McConkey, and I'm gonna save that for 208 entries. Seems fine. And then I've got the stiff arm and the hot route to do before we log off today. Still holding out hope for Jaden Blue season. Well, it won't be Jaden Blue season today. It certainly will not be Jaden Blue season today, but you never know, man. You never know. Anyone can turn an ankle at any given time. time to start thinking about DraftKings tournaments. Got Lawrence, Javonte, Rico, Puka. Okay. Honestly, could be a day to run too. Okay. GM Peter DeRupo. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you're enjoying yourself. And I hope I can answer any of your fantasy football questions today. Well, for Mr. Blue today, best case scenario for him is just going to be getting some garbage time. All right, so all my FFPC stuff is set. The Broncos and Jets are engaged in a punt fest, the likes of which we have never seen. Some phenomenal stuff out there. Okay. Let's cook a pick'em, actually, whilst we're here. Let's take Derrick Henry alt under 89.5 rush yards. Let's take Kyron Williams to score a touchdown. Let's take Ashton Jeanty to score a touchdown. Let's take Chase Brown lower than 59.5 rushing yards. Gunnar Helm probably is in play, honestly. Yeah, I would agree that Gunnar Helm, really good leverage on Michael Mayer, who's going to end up being popular. And then let's go. Can I get CMC just as a receiving touchdown? I can. 1.53x. Oh, we need to do a tiers contest probably over on Splash Sports. Huh. Who do I want to take to score a touchdown here? Rashad White? There we go. Henry, Kyron Williams, Gene T, Chase Brown, Rashad White. And we'll do 15 to win 100. There you go. Nice little 6xer there. Taysom. I don't know. I don't know if I can actually. I got one with Taysom touchdown on it. All right. So we've got a spot. Ooh. More teams on DraftKings than I thought. I honestly did not remember entering all of these. Let's build on FanDuel first. Let's do $50 single entry first. Oh, I did just see there's a way to play Christian McCaffrey on FanDuel. You could do Lawrence, McCaffrey, Dowdle, Puka, Diggs, Ladd, Mayer, White. Is that what I have? No. You got to do CMC, Puka, Diggs, Ladd. Oh, you have to do Rashad White. Oh, is there any way to get to Javonte on this team? You'd have to punt defense, I think. Interesting to think about there. I'll come back to that. We'll do cash last. All right. This is the $75 stiff arm on FanDuel. If I remember last year, way too early playoff best ball launched in week 10. And then the gauntlet and stuff, I want to say week 13. the running back combo of Jonathan Taylor in Ginty in GPP really tickles my fancy. I love it. I mean, Ginty is one of my absolute favorite plays of the slate. All right, let's go run the FanDuel sim. Reminder, promo code SWOLE gets you 10% off Run the Sims if you want access to this same tool that I'm using. FanDuel, Classic, Main, Settings. What size are they? Oh, these are small fields. So let's go. Number of lineups, 2,000. Size of contest field, 1.5K. Number of sims, 2,000. Flat payout. And let's just see what they have for us over on FanDuel. Wow. 80 Mitchell, healthy scratch. Adonai Mitchell is a healthy scratch. I mean, that's wild. All right, I think something that I want to start with Genty, Rico. Let's go Rashad White in flex. What does Brian Thomas Jr. cost? 7,400. Wait, you mean that Doolin is a healthy scratch or Adonai Mitchell is a healthy scratch? Which one? Wow, Rattler. Okay, I'm not playing Rattler. And I only want running back in the flex. I do want teammates with quarterback, minimum of 1. 2 running backs from same team, no. DST in same game as quarterback, no. DST with opponents, do not allow. Well, actually, I will allow it. Dak and Pickens. Ooh, Dak double. Kind of interesting. There you go. Yeah, BR has still not filled. So there you go. Come and get yourself some BRs, fellas. I wonder if there's probably a pretty good Lawrence BTJ team. Lawrence, JSN, Brian Thomas Jr. Defense. You guys got any defense takes today? Yeah, sure. Here you go. So here are the optimal rates from FanDuel in this most recent sim I ran. Highest optimal rate, Jordan Love, followed by Drake May, followed by Matt Stafford, Daniel Jones, Trevor Lawrence. Highest optimal leverage, Jordan Love, Mac Jones, who I think is very, very strong. I think Mac Jones is really underrated today. Optimal leverage at running back, Jonathan Taylor. Rico really overowned. Javonte. I mean, it's what you'd expect. The guys who are overowned are the ones who are over. And then you got Kyron. Man, Kyron I really like. Tennessee versus Genty. Yeah. Ooh. Saints shut down the Pats, who are feeling way too... Ooh! Hot take. Cash, Rattler, Dowdle, ETN, Puka, JSN, Igbuka, Fannin. Minetto, I love you, brother. Do not play that in cash. That is way too out there for me. I'm just a slappy drafter, baby. All right. So is there a way for me to not play Rico? I want to try and play a Kyron team. Let's see if this is possible. Let's go all the way down to Dolphins D. Let's do Michael Mayer. Wow. All right, what are you guys thinking about this one? What are we saying? I personally would not play Harold Fannin Jr. in cash. Just me personally. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I also wouldn't be really that into it. GM Red CYC Sports. Hope you're having a great day. I am putting a lot of trust in Michael Mayer. Yeah, there's a lot of trust there in Michael Mayer. I wonder if my okay. They did give me my Fantasy Life Plus subscription back. I didn't have it for a couple days. I'd like to look at Michael Mayer's prior utilization. So Michael Mayer in 2023, 9% of the targets, 14% targets per route run. In 2024, Michael Mayer played 11 games, 8% of the targets, 49% of the routes. 2025, Michael Mayer only played in 3 games, 21% targets per route run on 23% of the routes. But week 1, he played a ton. Best GPPD, Indianapolis, Vegas, Tennessee. Genty with LV, I think is good as well. Yeah, I like that. I know, you guys tell me what you think about this team. It's Lawrence, it's Kyron, it's Genty. Then the reason I really like doing the Kyron with no Puka, because it's just leverage on all those Puka teams. There we go. Quentin Johnston is out, which I think, please remind me after we do this, we're going to go do Underdog swaps. Please, it's actually very important this week. So please remind me, because if I don't do that, I'm going to get screwed, because I drafted a ton of teams this week and I've got a lot of swaps to do. With the Bam Night news this morning, is it Bam, Carter, Gainwell, and Flex, 14-team PPR? I think it's got to be Bam. It's just got to be Bam, right? I can't really see a way out of that. Like Schefter told us he's starting, you know? I'm 6 days into a keto diet. Ever tried it? I have. I don't like it as much as some other people do, honestly. Yes, you can't swap directly on Underdog. In fact, let's just do it right now before I forget. So this is what you have to do on Underdog if you'd like to make swaps. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make quarterback swaps, because I have a bunch of Purdy and I also have a bunch of Kyler. I'd like to make Mac Jones my top swap. Then I'd like to do, I'm going to do Daniel Jones. Then I'm going to do Jordan Love. Dak, Baker, May, Herbert, Stafford. Sure, that should be good. Then there are also a lot of running back swaps to be made this week. You have to do rankings for all. Obviously, you want as much running back equity as possible. So let's just do that real quick. Gene T, Kyron, Rico, White, Judkins. I'm going to use swaps to get Henderson exposure in. And I'm going to do Ramondre. Then for wide receiver swaps, Puka, JSN, and Puka. I'm actually going to skip Adams and Chase. I'm going to put Lad McConkey as my top swap. I'm going to follow it by Brian Thomas Jr. Then I'm going to go Keenan. Then I'm going to go Marv. Then Golden. Then I'm going to put Shaheed and then Jennings. Then for tight end swaps, McBride, McPherson, Kraft, I'm going to put Taysom, then Michael Mayer, then Kate Otten, then AJ Barner. And that should be good for my swapperoonskis. was doing keto, but it's really annoying to do away from home. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of just the way it always goes, right? It's always kind of annoying to do any kind of meaningful diet change when you're away from home. All right. Got Underdog swaps in. Got that done nice and early. Reminder, you have 54 minutes. 54 minutes you've got to go hop in the main BR. If you've never done it before, I would encourage you to do so. Okay. I'm going to submit this team. Trevor Lawrence, Ashton Genty, Kyron Williams, JSN, Brian Thomas Jr., Ladd McConkey, Michael Mayer, Rashad White. Going to save that and submit that. Let's go build another FanDuel team. I think I'm going to do Jordan Love. Had high success on higher carb, lower fat. Well, yeah, carbs get demonized, but it's actually, if you're like a pretty active person, it's actually quite nice. I really like when I've been running, or if I'm golfing a lot, or if I'm skateboarding a lot, I actually kind of prefer a higher carbohydrate diet. If the Jets lose and start 0-6 to the Bears call about Brees, yeah, I mean, what's the point though? Brees doesn't even look good. Oh my God, the Jets are ahead? How did the Jets get ahead? This is like the worst game. Brees Hall has 17 for 43. My God, Fields. What is happening in this game? How much Tez Johnson? I haven't gotten to DraftKings yet. I don't know. I might play one Tez Johnson team. I'm thinking I want to make this a Jordan Love team. And I also am not going to play Michael Mayer on this one. So let's go Jordan Love. What does Golden cost? Golden costs 58. Dubs cost 62. Wicks cost 56. So let's go Golden. I am going to play probably McBride on this one. You can play Tez in cash, a safety. Wow, a holding safety. Safe Michael Pittman Jr. upside swing. What format, Michael? If you tell, it's kind of an interesting one to think about. But what's the format there? Could do a double stack. Could do Tucker Kraft on this one. He's 6,700. I hope Jacoby goes for 7 for 100 and a touchdown today. Come on, man. You don't really wish those things upon me. No one really wants that. PPR home run flex. Taysom, Tez, or leave. I would leave Kenneth Walker in. Jonathan Taylor. Kyron does look so good on FanDuel. JSN, Pickens, Devontae Adams, really positive leverage on FanDuel. Brian Thomas Jr., Jacoby Myers, shocking no one. Fucking projections love Jacoby Myers again. Jennings, really positive. Dubs, positive. I wonder if Golden is positive leverage. No, he's not. PPR format, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. I would rank them Jennings, Pittman, Shaheed there, brother. How big is this contest? The $50 single entry. I'm just trying to think, what is the smartest way to do a Jordan Love stack on FanDuel? I do. You know what? I kind of like Marvin Harrison Jr. today. Dude, if the Broncos lose this game, it's so over. I'm running into the Myers Fire and the Spy. Shout out to you, brother. Oh, Anthony Richardson suffered an eye injury doing pregame band work, which means he snapped and hit himself in the fucking eye with a TheraBand. Absurd. We could do... All right, what if we do Golden JSN, Javonte Williams. We do Rashad White in the flex. We play the Raiders defense. That leaves us with 6,000 left per slot. Huh. I gave myself a concussion running into a tree branch. GM Purple Yosh did an NFL is rigged hacker parlay, $24 to win 2K, Jets live money line, Ravens money line, Falcons +4. Godspeed, brother. And there's not really a good way to finish out this team, sadly, because there's no good cheap wide receivers. You'd have to do a cheaper tight end. You'd have to well, what you'd have to do is you'd have to play Michael Mayer. Because there's not a... Who's the cheapest play? I guess Jalen Warren is the cheapest playable running back. And you don't really want to do that. I do kind of like Judkins. I had a cash lineup, 4 for 4 off your shell with May, Shepard, and Njoku. I wouldn't really consider David Njoku a good play, and I don't like what's the point of playing Sterling Shepard in that lineup? Like, what is playing Sterling Shepard getting you? Could play Bam Knight. I don't. Maybe this doesn't work. I don't know. Let's go back to the Sim Runner Pro. What's the best Jordan Love lineup here? Jordan Love, Rico, Javonte, wow, Tez showing up. I'm not doing that. What's the best Tez, Jackson Smith, and Jigba lineup? Fucking Gainwell. Not doing that either. These might be a bit too out there for me. This one's more reasonable. Love, Kyron, Rashad. Ooh, Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed. What does Shaheed cost? Rashid Shaheed costs $5,800. That leaves us at $6,300. If we don't play the Raiders defense and we do the Dolphins defense, that gets us to $7,100, and we can play Judkins. Thoughts on tight end in the flex? Here, if you want to play CMC and DK Cash, this is what you do. You remove Puka, you remove Rashad White, you put Christian McCaffrey in, and then you choose your favorite of BTJ, Waddle, Tet, Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not like the key is basically, I mean, these are like your realistic 2v2s. It's stuff like this. You could do like Drake May, Puka. So you got Drake May, and then you can do Hunter Long, Juwan Jennings. There's your way. Who are we swapping for Pearsall? Hopefully Juwan Jennings. Here, I just said, here, I'll show you what I did with my swaps. Here's my rankings. So my Jennings is hopefully going to be swapping to Lad, BTJ, Keenan, Marv, Golden, Shaheed, and then I've got Jennings all the way at the bottom. A little bit of sneaky Rashid Shaheed swaps. This looks pretty fire to me. Over on FanDuel. You guys got any thoughts on this one? Good, bad, indifferent? It's Love Golden McBride. Should I try? Maybe I should just try and harder to get a Jonathan Taylor team. Feels a little sad to go into this late with none. We got Javonte. We got Judkins. Jason Shaheed is fire. I mean, hot take. Obviously, don't love being all in on Rachaad White, but Rachaad White is honestly a good play. He really is. Ooh, BTJ was helicoptered. I think Golden is a real play today. No, have not gotten to DK yet. Sit one, Olave, Bill Krosky Merritt, or Xavier Worthy. Yeah, it's gotta be the Olave sit there. Huh, this team might just not project well enough. I bet I mean, maybe it is just Rico Dowdle. Just run the same thing everyone else is running. Or maybe, honestly, maybe Shaheed is a bad play. Except the thing is I really like Rashid Shaheed. That's my core issue here. Is I really want a Shaheed team. I think I'm gonna play this. Jordan Love, Javonte Williams, Quinshon Judkins, Matthew Gold. What does Dubs cost? Dubs cost 62. There's not really a way. True, the Rico revenge game. The Rico revenge game is big. What is happening in this game? My God, dude. Send the Jets to the moon. Yeah, I think I'm going to click submit on this one. Is there a tight end who's like a better play than McBride? Not really, honestly. All right. Saved on FanDuel. Giving the Brits a soccer-like affair. You did. We're not we have not dived into the alien exploration of the United States yet. There you go. There you go. Bobby Boom is in on Shaheed. Okay. So this is your 2v2. It's Lawrence. You guys got to decide. Do you want to do Mayer and Olave? Or do you want to do Hunter Long and Lad McConkey? What do you want to do? I am not touching anything from the New York Football Jets right now. I like the Meyer side here. This one's honestly probably close enough that it could be a split. I can see it. All right. I want to go back over to inputs. I need to go. I got to get these DraftKings teams going. Oh, all right. They're updating. Projections are getting updated right now. Will Taysom Hill be relevant today? Yeah, he's gonna be relevant today. All right, settings, number of lineups. Let's do a big one and try not to break. Let's see if we can not do too much of a complex ask. I want to weigh up the salary range to 49,000. And there we go. This is going to take a while. I might have asked it to do too much. Hope not. All I know is one of these teams I have on DraftKings, one of them is going to be a Mac Jones team. One of them is going to be an Ashton Genty team. That's really all I got. Got 54 minutes left. I hope Jordan Love is who you need because I just made about 10 teams with him in the Badge Bros Brawl. That is a fun contest. I probably should do a little bit more of that. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll go draft one right now. What's up in the lobby? We got 35 minutes left. And BR is going to overflow a little bit. Genty is coming for real. Put in Achan for Puka, which helps me get Brian Thomas Jr. No, that's like a good way to build, I think. I think that is wise and smart of you. Achan is probably an under-owned guy on DraftKings today. All right, let's build the end zone first. This is a really small contest. This is only 378 people. Yeah, McBride. I mean, I don't think McBride is great. He's fine. Let's just start hand building one here. Let's do Mac Jones. Let's do CMC in the flex. Let's do Tyler Warren. Let's do Ladd. Let's do Jackson Smith and Jigba. Let's put in Javonte Williams. Let's put in the Dolphins defense. Tez Johnson as a bring back. Is there 6,000? Oh, and Rashad White. My God, that team looks sick. Likely 3-touchdown game incoming. He didn't even get a target last week. All right, Broncos have the ball back. Ball back for the Broncos. All right, top optimal is, already like this team. May, McCaffrey, Kyron, Keenan, DK Metcalf, Tedderoy McMillan, Hunter Henry, Ladd McConkey, and all right, dude, say less. I already like this. Mac Jones, Javonte, CMC, Diggs, Tet, Ladd, Kraft, Jennings, Titans. That's a good team too. All right, so relatively high optimal rates for Mac Jones. Dimes, Downs, Pittman. Ooh, a giga onslaught. Okay, so I think I am heading in a good direction because my thoughts were aligning with the Sims a good bit. I mean, how much worse can Hunter Long be than Ladd or than Meyer on DraftKings? I'm really thinking about it. I really am. It's very interesting. All right, so this one is just a real small. So like we can basically just play a cash team here. We could do like May. Let's do this. Let's do May, McCaffrey. Let's do Mayer. Let's do Genty. And let's do Rico. So let's go Diggs, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And then if we do the Dolphins defense, that leaves us 43. Yeah, it's a little, can't quite get there. Honestly, Long has more touchdown upside. That's actually a good one. Let's look at that. Let's go champions. So Hunter Long on Underdog is 2.5 receptions, 23 receiving yards, 2.19x. Then you have Michael Mayer at 3.5 receptions, 7.35 fantasy points, 1.39. That's a pretty big difference. Ladd is 62 receiving yards, 5.5 receptions, 13.05 fantasy points. Olave is 11, 6.5, and 55. Is Gunner minimum? I honestly don't know. Is Mr. Helm minimum? He's not quite minimum, so it actually doesn't quite work. All right, let's start over. Maybe make this I'm playing Stafford, Genty, Judkins, Puka, Adams, Jennings, Long, Shaheed, Ramsey. I like that. That's pretty fire. All right. I think I've got an idea here. Let's do... So these are the key parts. Let's do May. And let's do Diggs. Let's do Rashid Shaheed. Let's do Jackson Smith and Jigba. So we got our wide receivers. For running backs, let's do... I want to see if it's possible to get Gene over Javonte. Let's do Rico. And let's do Rashad White. For defense, what's the Titans? The Titans are 42. And that gives us Tyler Warren. No Flacco for me. I honestly can't decide yet between Long and Mayer. Alberto, I think Alberto might not even play today because he got called up the practice squad last week because Meyer was out. Hunter Long finished a Rubik's Cube in 47 seconds before the 2021 NFL Draft. Well, that's quite something. Could play. This is a Tyler Warren team, maybe. Do we want to do Tyler Warren? Kind of a fun team. May, Genty, Dowdle, Diggs, Shaheed, JSN, Tyler Warren, Rashad White. Is there a way? Can you get McCaffrey? So McCaffrey and Long. That's kind of fun. It's not that Ibuka's too thin. I just think he's the third best wide receiver, so it's hard to fit him. All right, so the Broncos are about to win. Broncos 174 passing yards for Bo Nix. Horrible. I wonder. This team looks okay. I can see this team getting there. Geno tends to turn the ball over, and in the red zone, they rely on their running game, whereas Trevor Lawrence is more likely to pass. That is definitely true. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. All right, so we've got May and Diggs. And then Ginty. And we've got Dowdle. I don't know. I'm really, really thinking. The Hunter Long stuff is like literally it's got to be one of the thinnest plays of all time. Because there are definitely ways where like Hunter Long like actually might not get a reception. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Like the only reason to play Hunter Long is to make the money work. Like that is literally it. There's no other reason to play Hunter Long. And I tell you, if there's one guy's stat line that I could know today, I kind of want it to be Rashad White. All right, Silva's out on Hunter Long. Silva is out on Hunter Long. I mean, Hunter Long has been in the NFL for a long time and like really never been good. 2021 NFL draft. So let's go. Hunter Long career game logs. Most targets in a game is 3. Brissett would have to be pretty. Brissett would have to be pretty good because Trevor Lawrence is so cheap. Feels very Kyle Juszczyk-y. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Maybe I just play Daniel Jones. Maybe do a Daniel Jones team. Daniel Jones, Tyler Warren. I don't think it's bad to play the Miami D over the Titans D. I think that's fine. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. Jennings, White, and then let's do Warren, and then we'll do the Dolphins defense. Kind of like that conceptually. What do you guys think about this one? If I'm going down for tight end, is Jatavian Sanders out? I guess that I don't. And honestly, I don't. Let's go Panthers. I don't know what the Tremble usage stuff has been. Tremble is 68% of the routes, 17% of the targets. That's pretty good. Is Jatavian Sanders out though? Jatavian Sanders is in. Well, now I gotta search on X, the everything app. Let's search Jatavian Sanders. He's out. Okay. Jennings is, I believe Jennings is a game time decision. All right. Jatavian Sanders not expected to play. Okay. Okay. He's inactive. I think I'm going to roll this team out in this one. I'm going to do Daniel Jones, Ashton Genty, Rico Dowdle, Stephon Diggs, Juwan Jennings, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Tyler Warren, and Rashad White. So there's one team down. Yeah, there you go. C-Money spreading disinformation. All right, so we've got one team submitted. Let me go back and look at one other thing. I do want to see if that Tremble team fits. Tremble. And no, see, you can't get Lad. No, I think in small field, I think that's really good, CH. I think in small field, I think it's quite good to do Golden and Kraft together. Tommy Trash, they're calling him. I gotta go pee real quick. All right. I don't love paying for Otten at all, actually. That one doesn't feel great to me. Man. It's nothing like knowing your entire day is going to come down to Michael Mayer and Chris Olave versus Hunter Long and Ladd McConkey. Let's check the old Michael Mayer game logs. What is the best career game for Michael Mayer? His 2025 game logs, 4 for 38, 2 for 9, and a concussion. What do we think? What's Michael Mayer's best career game? 7 for 68, 5 for 75, 3 for 19. Oh, I got the swaps in. Got the swaps in on Underdog. Looks like, yeah, main BR, you got 18 minutes left to ship the main BR, boys. Would encourage you to do that if you want to make some coin. Can't get away from these. Who's the highest op? Yeah, it's still Jordan Love over on Run the Sims. Highest optimal rate running backs. Exactly, you think CMC, Taylor, Kyron. Yeah, dude, Kyron is such a sick fucking play on DraftKings. Actually, you know what? Let me go back to this team. This is, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Kyron Williams, Ashton Genty. God, it doesn't work. Well, maybe it does. Rico Dowdle, 4,500. No, it doesn't. Damn. Michael Mayer had Tyler Warren levels of hype. Yeah, he did. And who knows? Maybe he turned out just fine, but he was playing these teammates with Brock Bowers. Deep League PPR start 2. Honestly, Fannin and Taysom, truly. I know it's so blessed that we don't have to play Jacoby Myers in cash. Man, yeah, Kyron over Javonte is like the easiest pivot of all time in tournaments. Still high on Burden for later in the year. Yeah, no, I think Burden season might start tomorrow. All right, let's focus on the big Spirino right now. Highest optimal rate tight end is T Craft. All right, what would be my want plays? These would be my want plays. Genty and Kyron. Honestly, Genty, Kyron, and Javonte seems fire. I would like to play Tyler Warren. I actually don't hate. It's just what stack do you run here? Jordan Love and Golden. And then if you do JSN and you punt defense, can only get to 4,500 at wide receiver. Well, I don't think the TD luck is what it is, you know. Dubs is 52. You could play Wicks, I guess. There's a reason that Josh Downs doesn't score touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? And it's more related to his skill set than it is to luck, I think. I would not play Jennings in cash, but I get it. I mean, yeah, Pittman is also like they're all the touchdowns for that team are coming via Jonathan Taylor and what's his name? Daniel Jones. Could do a Lawrence team maybe. Kind of don't hate just doing a Lawrence team. Lawrence, BTJ, JSN. Let's go. Let's see what this does. Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., Jackson Smith and Jigba. Could just play a Jonathan Taylor team, honestly, at the end of the day. Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams. Let's do Mayer, Lad. Dang, it's a little short. Just a smidgen. Man, because I would love if you could do this. $1,100 off on this team, which gets you to Jacobs. Maybe that team's okay. I could see that team being good. I mean, the optimal rates. What is Josh Jacobs' optimal rate? Pretty high, right? Love doubles with Kraft or Golden. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I'm with you there. So this would be, it would be Lawrence Thomas with a Meyer as your punt tight end, and then it would be a JSN bringback with Kyron and Javonte. Did you guys ever think it would be week 6 and I'd be like, dude, you got to be playing Javonte Williams? Then we've got Ladd and the Dolphins. Also, the Dolphins defense as chalk today is just like very funny stuff. Shepard is not in play for cash, I don't think. I don't think I can do that. GM William, thank you for becoming a member to the old YouTube channel. Appreciate you. If the Jets winning this game is like legitimately unjust if it happens. Kind of don't hate this team. Lawrence, Jacobs, Kyron. God, is there any way? There's just no way to get G&T though. Is that in the late window? Oh, that even gives me a Swaparunski. G&T. Tremble Runes, Gunnar Helm. Could do that. Could do Gunnar Helm and G&T. God, wouldn't that be heat? This is a crazy way for the last winless team to win. I agree. All right, let's put Jacobs in the flex. Jacobs in the flex, Mayer. And I guess, actually, honestly, I have swaps if this team sucks. And then we'll go Javonte. Trevor Lawrence, Javonte Williams, Kyron Williams, Brian Thomas Jr., Jackson Smith and Jigba, Ladd McConkey, Michael Mayer, Josh Jacobs in the Dolphins defense. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, I've got swaps if I need it. I've got swaps if I want them. And then we've got one more final Spirunski. I think I would like to do a Jordan Love team. Let's go SimRunner Pro, Jordan Love, include all. Could do teammates 2. Jordan Love, Kyron Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Keenan, Dubs, Igbuka, Kraft, and Wicks. That's kind of fire. Love, A-Chain, CMC, Metcalf, Ladd, Shepard. Okay. Man, playing Dontavian Wicks would make me feel alive again. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. That would be very fun. I also really like Mac Jones too, in terms of a chalk buster. All right, Ashton, you might be a slappy brother if you've got Wicks on your spy team. I'm just a slappy drafter, baby. All right, the Broncos are currently winning. Justin Fields with a negative 12-yard sack. I guess the question I'm asking myself is Jordan Love actually a fancy play? Like, is Jordan Love, like, we know what they're going to do, right? The Packers are not a PROE team. Justin Fields plays football like I play golf. Well, man, boy do I have some fantasy teams that really wish that he was a better football player. I need a Return of the Slap parody to Return of the Mac. Incredible. Charvarius Ward and AR5. Yeah, Charvarius Ward got a concussion in the pregame. Incredible stuff. Maybe we should read the signs and play Marvin Harrison Jr. If we do JSN, Ladd, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tyler Warren. We do CMC in the flex. If we do Dolphins defense, there's just no way it's not going to work. Geno redemption game off the top ropes. Okay. I like that. That I'm into. Because that means that Michael Mayer is good. Are we forgetting the touchdown that Marvin Harrison Jr. dropped? Honestly, yes. I personally am forgetting it. What game was that? There's probably no way to make this work. Because it would be like Herb, who's expensive. Yeah, there's no way to make it work with CMC. It's the one he was completely wide. Oh, okay. Yes, I do remember now. All right, Nate sent the shipcast. Okay, yeah, I do remember. So basically, I just can't play CMC on this team, or I can't play JSN. One of the two. I do really want to play Marvin Harrison Jr. though. The signs, dude. Thoughts on Mandrews? I'm just gonna keep it real with you, man. I'm not loving it. Man, Fields is killing me right now. I'm straight up having a bad time with Justin Fields. All right. I think I'm going to do it, man. I think I've got the courage. Love, Wicks, Kraft. We're going to do Jackson Smith and Jigba. We're going to do the Dolphins. We're going to take Jordan Love. We're going to do Kyron. We're going to put Christian McCaffrey in the flex. If I go Shaheed, I'm $100 short of Javonte. Insane. Fields and the Jets just had one of the worst offensive games ever played. 82 yards of offense. That's so dark. Fuck. $100 short. Is there anywhere I can get $100 on this team? There's not. Man. Kyron to BTJ. Nah, don't like that. Aaron Glenn doing his best to Rod Mayo. God, I guess I got to start over. Is there anyone less than Shaheed? Nope. I guess you don't have to play Kraft. You could play... Nope, Kittle's not even... You can't even do that. Oh, Kyron to Rashad. Or Javonte to Rashad. Javonte to Rashad, and then you could upgrade defense. Well, you could upgrade defense to the Browns. It's kind of interesting. That's actually quite interesting. Brady might have solved it. So it's Jordan Love. It's Kraft. It's JSN. It's Wicks. Imagine winning a GPP with Wicks, dude. Then we have Kyron Williams. We have Rashad White. We have the Browns defense. And we got Christian McCaffrey. Judkins is very sneaky. I actually completely agree with that. It's kind of a decent team. I bet it like a much more popular version of this team will be Titans Javonte. I bet that looks better in the computer. I mean, Javonte is a pretty fucking good play. But I just really like Kyron. What is Kyron's ownership comparatively? Oh, no, not Sim Runner. Classic Sim. Classic Slate Opto. Running back. Javonte for 18.29. It's just so close, dude. It's so close, Kyron and Javonte. You've got swaps on this team. Like, man, this team is pretty fucking heat. I think I'm going to run that. Because Jordan Love is too expensive to play in cash. Oh, QJ is on this team Jacob and I built, and it's a Herbert team. So I'm going to swap it to Ladd, and I'm going to swap it to the Browns defense. All right. Well, there we go, folks. Think we're all built up. FanDuel cash, Lawrence, Javonte, Rico, Puka, Diggs, Ladd, Mayer, Jacobs, and the Raiders defense. DraftKings cash. I really can't decide between Meyer, Olave, Ladd, Long. You're looking at it, Mr. Dimes. Lawrence, Javonte, Rico, Puka, JSN, Olave, Meyer, Rashad White, and the Dolphins defense. You love to see it. Pretty straightforward. What do we have in the big spy? Lawrence, Javonte, Kyron, JSN, Brian Thomas Jr., Ladd McConkey, Michael Mayer, Josh Jacobs, and the Dolphins defense. The very small end zone contest. We've got Daniel Jones, Genty, Rico Dowdle, JSN. Well, I guess there's no reason to play Diggs. I just realized there's no reason to play Diggs on that team if we've got Warren. So we actually can just do Javonte and Kyron. And then we can play 4,900. We can play... I can't play Jennings. Ridley. I like Marvin Harrison Jr. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is a good play. Now I'm actually stuck thinking about this very small field tournament team again. But yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. I like. In fact, you know what? Let's go do a Marvin Harrison Jr. ladder. Let's go Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's ladder him up to 99 receiving yards. Let's take Tyler Warren to score a touchdown. And let's do Rashid Shaheed laddered up to 59.5. Let's put $5 on that. I really can't decide because this team is more or less a cash team, the size of this contest. And Genty, Javonte, and Kyron are my three running backs. I really like playing Warren. Maybe the move is just to not play JSN, or maybe you just go total. This is another fun idea. You go total sicko. You go Puka, JSN, Tez Johnson, Michael Mayer, Dolphins, CMC, Dowdle. No, you really do have to play Hunter Long. That's kind of sick. What about that team? That's that's like the I wish I could play this in cash team. That's the old jam 'em in. It's kind of fun, right? It's kind of a fun way to approach the slate. There's only 300, I believe there's only 378 entries in this. So it would be Lawrence. It would be CMC. It would be, what has it got? Javonte Williams, Enrico Dowdle. It's got Puka, JSN. I wonder who's the actual points per dollar guy. Who's the top points per dollar wide receiver on the slate? Is it Tez? Then you got Long. Then you have the Dolphins. Have to play one of Blue or Tootin. I think you go Jaden Blue. I think you probably go Jaden Blue. This is kind of a fun team. Silva crapped all over Long this morning. Well, he was probably right too. Oh, I need to enter the Gilcast 3-man. Nate sent it. Import. Where's the team? Lawrence, Javonte, Rico. Here it is. Meyer, Olave. Yeah, I mean, it's not that far from a cash team, right? Really, that's the deal with that team. What was Silva saying about Long? I mean, not that Evan is wrong. In fact, he probably is very much right. Michael Carter took the first. Okay, here we go. We got a tweet. Michael Carter took the first reps of the Cardinals starting offense during the pregame walkthrough, followed by Mari DiMercato, then Bam Knight. I mean, 15 catches in 5 years is pretty bad. But there you go. It's already starting. Who knew? Silva said it was month season. I mean, Schefter can pretty easily get fed false info these days, it feels like. I just cannot decide if this team is any good. And I honestly don't want to play Rachaad White on this team either. I would much rather play Ladd. Or maybe even Keenan. What's Marvin Harrison Jr. cost? I mean, that feels so much better. I'm not playing Tommy Tremble and Keenan, but it's not to say it's not viable. It's fine. Man, this is kind of a sick team right here. Daniel Jones, Ashton Genty, and if you played Kyron, you could even do Rashad and then upgrade the defense. I am all over the place this morning, man. I just cannot. I'm having a tough time, boys. I would just really like to win this contest, basically. Is where we're at. And it feels it's only 378 entries in this contest. Why can't I just win it? And I get honestly, I don't get great feelings about White and Dowdle. Kind of similar to last week. Like, I just don't feel that good about it. Maybe I just do the easy thing and play Drake May. Like, it does feel pretty easy. May. Javonte. Kyron. JSN. Diggs. Shaheed. Warren. Titans. Saints. Can play White. Yeah, just, feels pretty good. May, Henry. Yeah, I agree. You know what? I believe I've capitulated. Got some swaps here if I need it for the late window. That's what we're going to play. All right, boys. That's going to do it for me. We'll be back with all you guys for the Shipcast in 3 hours. So see y'all then. Have a great day. I'll talk to all you soon. Make sure you like the video. Consider becoming a member for next Sunday. Adios, everyone.